Hi everybody, this is Dave Blair. I know it's been a while since I posted a video, but yeah, I've kind of been busy and was doing some testing this season actually. So if you remember, last season was season 2 of 2020, and I ran in 6 different individual series, not counting the series that I was doing with the SimPit crew guys. But anyway, there were 6 road racing series that I took part in. You can go back and watch my recap of season 2 if you want. But so season 3, I decided to switch things up, and I played only 2 series. So I took part in a NASCAR series, which I didn't last time. So I picked the Xfinity NASCAR B-Class fixed setup series, and that's what you're watching right now. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and what I'm trying to do is raise up my NASCAR license level, so that's why I decided to do a NASCAR series for this season. But the other one that I did was the Rough GT3 series, which I also ran in season 2, so I wanted to compare because I've actually mixed things up. And so again, in season 2, I ran everything in VR with the Samsung Odyssey, not the Odyssey Plus, but the first Samsung Odyssey headset. And so I wanted to compare the Rough or the Porsche GT3 series that I ran in, because that one I did in VR, and this time I did it with a single flat screen TV as my monitor, and it was a 50-inch. So I used a 50-inch TV as my single monitor and took part in that series. So I could compare, how I was doing with the VR compared to how I was doing with the flat screen. Anyway, some of the things that I really like about iRacing, so I just wanted to touch on this for people that don't know or that are unfamiliar with iRacing, is so this race was at Daytona, and let's say the race, you pull up the schedule and it says the race kicks off at 4 o'clock. So you can actually jump into a practice room before the race at 3:30. So the practice room opens up 30 minutes before the race time, and you can get out there, you can do a little practice, make sure all your controls are working right, and then once you're done with the practice time, it will then transition everybody. There's like a little race icon, and you click it, and it takes you out of that practice room and then loads everybody into their splits. And one of the things I love about it is that, it gives you time, once you're finished practicing for that 30 minutes and you click on that race, you've got about 3.5, maybe 4 minutes before you're loaded into your race lobby with the people that you're going to be racing against, and it's a perfect bathroom break. So I really like that about this game, because then, it gives me a chance to get up, go to the bathroom, get ready for the race, and depending on what series you're in, you could be looking at a long race. So anyway, I just like that. One of the other things that I really like about iRacing is that everybody is locked into the cockpit view. Now, I don't like to see the steering wheel when I'm racing, because I already have my steering wheel in front of me. So I moved my seat forward a little bit for a single screen, and it allows me to see further left and right. So you do have some flexibility on being able to move your seat. So this is kind of what it looks like for me while I'm in the race. And everybody else is locked to the cockpit. That is the one thing I really do not like about other games, because if you're in the chase cam, you actually have an advantage over everybody else, because you can see further down the track, you can see people that might be getting into an incident. But with iRacing, everybody's locked to the cockpit, and I feel like it's a much more fair, even playing field, which, when you're playing online, is what you really want. I know there's a lot of people out there that are complaining right now about the Call of Duty cheaters and all this other stuff, and it's like, that's why I stopped playing first-person shooters online. It was just, there was so much cheating going on. But I feel like, not that there aren't exploits and quote-unquote cheats in iRacing. Some of them have been exposed. There are little exploits, but I feel like this is a much more even place to play online against other real people. So again, I really like it. Another great thing about iRacing is all the stats that they have, and basically you run normally a 12-week season, and it takes your best 8 out of the 12. So if you have a bad race, it's not going to ruin your whole season. And then you can compare yourself to everyone else that's in your division, or you can compare yourself to everybody if you want to look at your stats that way. But yeah, all the stats, and then the way they do their seasons. Again, one race doesn't ruin your whole season, and I just think it's a huge advantage. It really makes it worthwhile to go out and do the best you can each week. Now, when I did this season, I thought if I went from doing 6 different series and I just focused on 2, so this is the rough GT3 series that you're looking at now. So I did this one and the NASCAR, and I figured that if I just ran these 2 series, I would do a lot more races, because with doing the 6 different series, I could really only do 1, maybe 2 a night, and every night I was doing a different series. So my thinking going into this one was, if I just picked one NASCAR and one road course, that I could knock out maybe 4 or 5 of the same road course each week and 4 or 5 of the same NASCAR each week. But that's not what happened. 9 times out of 10, what happened is if I had like a top 3 finish or a top 5 finish, I wouldn't run that race again. So if my first race I had a 3rd place finish, that was it. I was done. I didn't touch that again all week, which again I thought I would, but I didn't. And the same thing with the NASCAR. It's like, there was one track I did 3 times, and I kept getting wrecked out in NASCAR, and I had horrible finish. So I was like, okay, this track's just going to have to be a drop one. But again, that's one of the great things about iRacing is, even though you race 12 races, or for this season, season 3, there's actually 13 weeks of races, and they count your best 9. They still drop 4. But yeah, so we'll take a look at the stats here, and I'll show you kind of what I'm talking about. But again, I thought I would run these a lot more than I did, and I didn't. Again, if I got a good finish, I left it there. I ended up finishing this one. This is Detroit Belle Isle. I actually finished this one in 3rd, so yeah, this was a good finish, and I only ran it once. So that's kind of what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is the series that I just finished up. It's a NASCAR iRacing Class B Fixed Series, and I picked the Xfinity Ford Mustang because I have the Camaro and the Toyota in the other NASCAR Cup cars. So I figured I would go with the Ford this time. So here you can see that in NASCAR I'm Division 4, and my results, I'm number 59 here. And you can see 9 weeks counted. I had 17 starts. So again, it wasn't as many starts as I thought I would have. There were only a couple tracks that I ran. There was one I ran 3 times, and there was a couple that I ran twice. But you can see here I had 2 top 5 finishes. And so if I had a top 5 finish, that was the only one I would run. But again, I thought I would run these, like every night. I thought I would just keep going back to it and hitting it over and over again, but I didn't. Yeah, this number should have been a lot higher. As you can see, other people here with like 37 starts, and they actually had 3 wins. So if I would have had more starts, I potentially could have finished much better. But again, I'm not really a NASCAR guy, and I'm not really into NASCAR, but I really enjoy running NASCAR in this game. It's a lot of fun. More fun than I thought it would be, because for me, watching NASCAR on TV is just like boring. I just can't get into it. But when you're actually out there driving the car, it's very tense. And I've really enjoyed the Sim Pit NASCAR League on Friday nights. A lot of fun. It's really, again, very tense. And, just when you're running that fast door to door with people. And again, it looks boring when I watch it, but when you do it, it's so much fun. Anyway, so finished 59th. And again, last season I did not run NASCAR. So here's a look at all the oval series that you could run. We're going to be doing the ARCA series for the pit stop, or for the sim pit next time. So I've got my car all ready, and we're going to be running this car with the sim pit crew. But here you can see all the NASCAR, and then here's all the road courses. And so in this one, again, in season 2, I love that BMW, but it's such a short, it's only very short races, so you have to be super aggressive. But let's see, the one that I ran was the Rough GT3 Challenge. Now I did that one last season too. All right, so we'll check the stats here. Again, I'm Division 4. I think last time I was Division 3, so I'm not sure how this works. I thought you'd go up in division, but I'm pretty sure I was Division 3 last time. But anyway, Division 4, and again, this is Season 3 here, and I finished in 13th out of everybody in this division. So again, 9 weeks counted. I had 15 starts. You can see here this guy, Mark, he had 100 starts. That's just crazy. And again, I thought I would run this one a lot more, but as you can see here, I didn't even do, twice a week. Even running each track twice would have been 18. So you can see I did not do as many as I could have or should have. And again, I'm not even sure why. I had 10 top 5 finishes, which is part of the reason probably. Once I finished in the top 5, I'm like, okay, I'm done for the week, and I move on to something else. But I have enjoyed a lot more free time this season than I did last season. All right, so 13th for Season 3, and let's take a look and see what I did for Season 2. If I go up here and change this to Season 2 and go, and then, yeah, I finished 33. So I had 11 starts, but this is the one that I was running 6 different series, so you can tell I only had 3 tracks that I raced more than once. So I actually did better with the flat screen in comparison. And again, I'm not sure why I was Division 3 here. It looks like I dropped a division, which seems like I would have gone up because I know I got my license increased. It's funny why it put me in Division 4 for the next one. But then again, this might be the reason I'm in a certain division might be how many people actually participate, whereas here is 451. So there might have been more in the Season 3, which might have moved me down a division. I'm not sure exactly how that works, but anyway, I actually did better with the flat screen. So that's interesting. Now I do have a new VR headset on the way, the HP Reverb G2, and hopefully I get that towards the end of September. Today is September 5th. Of 2020. So yeah, hopefully I get the new headset, and I think I'm going to go back to VR, and I'll probably do I'm not sure how many different seasons, or for Season 4 I don't know how many different races I'm going to take part in, but I haven't made up my mind yet. I still got some time to figure it out, because week 14 is going to be the fun week, and then we'll start up with a new season after that. So I have a week and a half to decide what series that I want to run. And again, there's a lot of series. They're coming out with the new Corvette for next season. So that one I'll probably take a hard look at. And I think I would like to run another oval series. And again, trying to work up my oval license, which you can see up here is I'm a B class right now. I haven't even touched the dirt oval yet. And this one is like a dirt road series. But yeah, so I've mainly been working on my road racing, and I would like to get my NASCAR up to A license also. I heard they're coming out with some new dirt tracks also for this next season, so might have to look at these. Might even have to look at getting into some dirt oval. I don't know. Haven't made up my mind yet. But anyway, I think I've covered everything I want to cover. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later.